to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an empath. And I like to do these little daily videos of my take on things, really. I spend a lot of time collecting data, esoteric, nature, metaphysical, scientific, all kinds of stuff, really. You know, I was watching a video this morning, Ozark Mountain. I'm a big Dolores Cannon fan. Her birthday's coming up, so is mine. She's an Aries too. I was watching a video by this woman, Jehovah Wheat. Her name is Dorothy Leon. It's Jehovah and E.T. and it's on the Ozark. Isn't that Ozark Mountain Publishing page on YouTube, and it's just a very interesting take. And I was like, yeah, I can align with that. Yeah, it makes sense to me. That could be, you know, because I believe in all things possible, multi-universe, you know. It's just not my perspective. It's the perspective of hers. And, you know, that's how I know when I'm aligned with people. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. Things like professional sports, that whole entity, I never got bought into it. I've had to go to bed. It's just boring. Like, why do these people make so much money? And it's just this big, gross dump of a, I don't know, it's just not my bag, and there's so many people love it. People freaking get freaking offended when you freaking don't like what they love. It's weird. Like, sports are done, like, it is, why, really, I mean, it just is not logical with all the poverty in the world and all the people that don't have homes and stuff, and that, like, all the houses that got damaged and don't have flooding, you know, but you have all these pros that freaking make billions of dollars. It's weird. Millions of dollars. It's weird. It's all that feeding ego, you know. The world got out of hand. The world got terribly out of hand with its ego, man. People just don't know how to soothe themselves, so the suicide rate is going through the roof around the world. You know, people are drinking like crazy, popping pills like crazy. The astrology this weekend, escapism, that's the big one again. I can't drink, I won't drink. I lost my privilege. I'm a drunk. When I drink, I don't stop. I don't stop where I go. I don't stop what I say. I don't stop what I do. I don't care to have a filter when I drink, and I don't want to hurt people. So I gotta have a filter and not drink. I hurt people and I just speak on how they treat me. You know? And they find, you know, the offense is for other people to have. The offense is other people. I stopped getting, you know, because I've been insulted by freaking so many people my whole entire life. Every time somebody closed the door in my face when, you know, as I'm walking up to it, you know, or they're, you know, look at me like fucking dyke, you know, or for whatever reason, you know, I always people just always antagonized me and tried to pick on me until I picked back, and they're like, well, you're just a jerk. I'm like, you fucking started it. You're just kind of a little bitch. That's the thing, is the biggest antagonists are the biggest cowards. They are. They will run. There was a pretty good example about that. There is a troll. I'm lucky. I don't have a troll. I have someone that, like, yesterday I noticed that someone disliked 2 of my most recent videos, and I was just like, well, I guess somebody's got to dislike them. Not everybody can like them. I mean, not a lot of people watch them, but, I mean, it's just like, you're just that negative. You're the negative in the world, and the world is polarity, so we need it. You know, go ahead, be the negative. I was the negative, and I don't want to be the negative anymore, so I'm going to make a personal choice that if I don't like somebody's video, I just won't freaking watch it. Go away. Click thumbs up. Do you feel better? This is... I bet they're the same folks that believe that political parties still exist. That's another facet that I don't believe in. Politics, none of it. I don't believe in anybody. As soon as I freaking hear somebody say left, right, red, green, dim, whatever, GOP, I check out. Because it's all pretend. And when you're looking at pretend stuff, you ain't real. And I'm more about real stuff, y'all. I'm all about real stuff. I'm all about real feelings and real emotions and real fears and real hopes and real dreams and real ideas. I'm about all those things. About helping animals and elders. More community stuff, man. Too many people live in big houses by themselves. You know, me and Mom could handle a couple of roommates or compound, you know. We're in line with compound living, yeah. Yeah, foothills. Going back to California for the weather. Foothills, California. To be closer to my nieces, yeah. I miss them. I don't want to miss out on growing up because all the years that I've missed, she's gonna, you know, I wanted to tell her that when I was her age now is when I taught myself how to ride a bike, and I was 4, went in and got a wrench, took the training wheels off. I don't want those. Took them off. Practiced, practiced, practiced. Because I know that there's a threshold between the unknowing and the knowing that our body picks up, you know, muscle memory, that first time that you balance. I'll never forget that first time that I found the balance. And I've always sought to look in that, you know, like when I start a new job, or a new school. Heck, when I was in the 6th grade, I went to 4 schools and didn't go to school for 7 weeks. I have plenty of life experience to draw from. That's why I have such a hard time with these freaking basic freaking spiritualists that freaking can, you know. I can read cards too with a deck of cards. It's reading energy. You gotta go beyond that. You gotta, you know, why don't you expand on your gifts instead of freaking expanding on how much money you can make and where you can go on vacation with that. There's too much strife and pain in the world, and it's not gonna go away unless people go, you know, deep within and say, you know, I wanted to be with the first one, but I don't want to work in freaking any government entity anymore because they make too much money and they're too rich, and then when the people get rich, they don't know what it's like to go without, and there's no empathy in that. And then you get this indignant attitude, well, why don't you just go get a job? Why don't you just go get a job? Well, why don't you create some policies that are direct, forthright, and make sense, and give yourself some pay cuts? Because there's no reason why you make $174,000 a year when you don't even really work that much, or police making $72,000 a year for riding around in cars that they don't pay for, they don't maintain. Their uniforms, they don't have to pay for those and maintain those. You know? It ain't fair, it ain't right. And the world isn't going to get any better unless people go deep within and be like, you know what? Let's see what I'm really worth. Let's see where my character really sits. Let's see what I'm really made of, because I am made of so much, I don't need to prove it with money. So if I'm ever in the position to acquire it, other people will benefit, because I learned a long time ago that I am the best person that I know, and that I can live within my means, and I can show people what it's like to live within your means. Yeah. You know, it's weird. I had to unfollow this girl. I mean, she's a sweet girl, you know, and she's just married, has a little 2-year-old daughter, and is, you know, sweet. But it was weird because they live in a state, and half the state is underwater, and then they turn their dog over for a training camp for 2 weeks to have somebody train your dog for you, and then they give you back your dog trained. How much did you pay for that when there's so many people without? You know? It's just that closed mind. I gotta take care of me and mine. We all live on the same planet. We're all human beings. And if somebody else is having a miserable experience, desolate, destitute, it's not going to be because I didn't say nothing. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's all I got for today. Hope you have a red day. Peace.